Manasseh from Ireland. I don't know.
Manasseh. We don't know. We're not sure where he came. He appeared.
So much drama.
Like Melchizedek. Like Melchizedek, he never forget.
Right. It like he appeared. It just like appeared.
They thought I was carrying twins.
Yeah, they thought you what?
I was carrying twins.
Because he was so
He was
like,
so big.
so when he
Lord,
came
so
out, we
fast.
gave him 4 names.
4.
But one of them, because his name is Yakim, which is the Hebrew word Yakim, which means pillar. And so we knew that he would be a pillar in the church. Strength. Manasseh, the Lord has caused me to forget all of my toil. The Lord has caused me to forget all of my labor. The Lord has caused me to forget all of my turmoil. But then we stuck the name Robert in.
My father gave it to him.
Now, how do you end up with the name Robert, Prophet?
Master Prophet, because after he was born, I was calling out for my father to come, and he came, which is so unusual because my dad never, that wasn't him, but he came up to the hospital, met me, and after I had him, and I said, what do you want to name? He said, call him Robert, because Robert was his great-grandfather name, who was a healer. He was a great healer, and he was very well known among blacks as well as whites. They would bring children, they would bring adults to him, and he would heal them. But he was a preacher, and he was very well known in his community, and he was half Indian.
So, is that where that healing situation just stirs up in him? What is your name? What is your vibration? What was the intent? A healer. And so we begin to see your name has meaning. So you have been given a contract when you got here to earth. And everyone, see, all 143 of you should have been 150 in the chat room today. That should have stayed with us. But all of you in the chat room is part of this contract. You're a part of my contract. I'm a part of your contract. You're individuals that's supposed to get a word tonight. What do the prophets do when they give you a word? They are highlighting the language in your contract that you may have forgotten.
Jesus.
Oh, Raboshe. When I began to meet Prophetess Deborah, she took me to some prophetesses and prophets and prophetesses. And while I was there, I told you the story of one, began to talk about how I would be called Little John, because I would write the revelations of God of the future like John did. I looked at the woman like she was crazy. I didn't know. She was in a trance anyway. This woman here in a trance, mumbling stuff. And while she was there in that trance, calling me Little John, I didn't think about that no more until years later after we finished Volume 4 of Written Judgments. Oh my God. And I'm seeking to try to get to the island of Patmos before World War III starts. John, the Revelator. What does all this mean tonight, Master Prophet? I'm just trying to show you how your angels will usher you into and assist you in keeping your contract. I'm wondering, Paul says, I have kept the faith and finished my course. I wonder if finishing the course is fulfilling your contract. How fulfilled is your contract? Someone look at Jesus and say, he died too young. No, Jesus died right. Guess how he died? He died finished. Have you finished your contract? There's not a special age you get on this plane. The secret is dying finished. Jesus came to show us that we must walk through this life until we can finish our course. And so, as I begin to switch gears here, and we're going to come to a conclusion. Every one of you are a part of a sacred contract. Now tonight, I know that there's supposed to be 30 names in that book. That's part of your contract. Some of you, your future is connected to the spiritual protocol book. Not all of you, because I didn't ask for 142 of you to sign up.
The number of participants in the conference is 258.
I didn't ask for 258 to sign up. But I asked for how many?
30.
30. Now, we could have done this with 5, as far as I'm concerned. But when I looked up, Father says, decree 30. Why do I have to sit here and wait for 30? Because it's part of your contract. Because you got to get something to someone, and their blessing is connected to the name that is in the book. What would have happened if we would have never said yes to God? When God began to speak and we were in New Jersey, Prophet Deborah will remember this. And while we were in New Jersey, in New Brunswick to start our church, we were in East Brunswick there to start. We were in the Brunswick area starting our church. And God had led us down into New Brunswick. I never forget. Papa Seawright used to sit in the services there every week. That's Bishop George Seawright's father. And we were doing the work in Brunswick. And while in New Brunswick, where we thought we would build a church, we even went and looked at a building and was prepared to do the building in New Brunswick. When a woman out of England, 2 old people, we thought they were senile, came ministering, looking through thick glasses. Looked and said, I see 2 works, 2 works, 2 works. One in New Jersey and one in New York. She says one is blossoming and the other one is dying. New Jersey shall wither, but whatever you ever need to do, if you do it out of New York, it will flourish. We went into New York, and the first service in New York, bam, the Prince of Swaziland show up and the ambassador of Swaziland, and we're prophesying to them, not knowing their situation, not knowing who they were. Here, invitation. Come to Swaziland. the prophecy from these